back to my channel. Today I have a June message for all of the Geminis out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Gemini out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. So without further ado, Gemini, let's go ahead and dive right into your June message. So Gemini, we are starting out with quiet time, the dream walker, and no place like home. Okay. Gemini, I feel that this month, you're really needing to take some time out to really evaluate whatever you have currently going on in your life. The dream walker really speaks about our dreams. It speaks about illusions. It speaks about the things that we are ultimately wanting to bring about in our life. What I find very interesting for you here is that the dream walker is a number 8. And the number 8 really speaks about our sense of prosperity and our sense of abundance. But the no place like home is a 50, which reduces to a 5. And 5 is all about change. So what I'm sort of getting for you here, Gemini, is that, the no place like home is just... its message is about feeling safe and comfortable in our own skin. Understanding that we are who we are. And I think the primary message with no place like home is being safe and secure in your own authenticity. That is very true for your dreams and the illusions that you often face in your day-to-day. What I mean by that is that, every day we have a choice on how we want to view any situation or perspective in our life. We can choose to either dream on making something different and changing our perspective, or we can continue to believe in the illusion. And the illusion means that it's not real, right? And so one of the things that we often have to sort of understand when it comes to our dreams and our illusions is that it's how we feel about them. We can have plenty of illusions, perspectives of certain situations in our life that make us feel really good. And because it makes us feel good, we feel safe to stay in the illusion. But the truth is that it's not real. So the question you have to ask yourself is, if it's not real, then why are you staying in the illusion? The message with quiet time for you is that you have to be your best ideas, your best aha moments truly come in quiet time. It comes in times when you're alone, when you can rest, when you can think, and when you can truly clear your mind to get the answers that you need that will help you in your day-to-day life and in any situation that you face. The important thing to remember here, Gemini, is that no matter what you face, no matter what challenge you might be facing at this moment, you have a choice. You can change any circumstance. You simply just need to make that choice. And it's important for you to recognize that just because someone else might have experienced the same kind of obstacle or challenge as you and did something completely different, doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing they did. No place like home is about trusting your gut instincts. It's about trusting your heart, your wisdom, your mind, really truly listening to your authenticity. No one can make choices for you other than you, and you're the only one that knows what best choice to make. So let's go ahead and dive right into your tarot cards here so that we can get more in-depth insight for you here, Gemini. So we are starting off with the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is about really seeing the truth of any situation. The thing with swords is that swords are double-edged. They can be used to create harm, or they can be used for protection. The thing with the Knight of Swords is that the Knight of Swords can be chaotic, or it can lead you towards truth and victory. Again, it's all about a choice. It's based on your perspective, how you view things and how you feel about things. This Knight of Swords is all about running towards the truth, the clarity, so that you have more in-depth understanding of what's going on in your situation or relationship or circumstance, whatever it is that you are facing. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastering your sense of self. It's about becoming proficient in and being an expert in something. And I think what you need to become an expert at is understanding you, understanding how you tick, how you work, how you feel, how you function, understanding you to the point that there is never left any doubt about what it is that you would ultimately choose to do. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups here with the Nine of Swords. And what I'm really picking up from this is that you have a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, that maybe some circumstance or situation that you faced, you made the wrong choice. I feel like you sort of believed that the choice that you were making here, Gemini, was the right choice. But now you feel really sad. You feel very disappointed. You're afraid that the choice that you made at the spur of the moment was not the appropriate choice. I feel like you gave into this illusion that if I just make this choice, if I just do this, it's going to make me happy. It's going to fulfill me. It's going to give me everything that I've ever dreamed of and that I've ever desired. Again, the dream walker, you get to choose. See, the illusion here, Gemini, is that you believed that the illusion was going to fix all of your problems. You believed that making the choice that you made was going to fix you and fix how you felt. And now you're starting to realize, now the truth is being revealed. Now the truth is coming to the surface and you're like, shit, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. Right? But now you're having to face that. Now your illusions are sort of crumbling and you're having to face the reality of the situation. And the reality is that you're very disappointed, okay, with the Five of Cups here. You're disappointed because, again, it didn't give you and it didn't bring you what you thought it was going to give you or bring you. And I feel like what you ultimately wanted here was this sense of being nurtured, being cared for, being loved, being supported. And you don't have that at all. If anything, I feel like you actually don't feel comfortable in your own skin right now because you're not. I feel like, and I'm saying this because I'm literally feeling it in my body right now, that you feel very unhappy with your circumstances and where you are. You're not confident in who you are. You don't love yourself enough. And I feel that this is the reason why you are experiencing what you are experiencing. You know, the Knight of Cups is a knight that offers you something. The Knight of Cups proposes something. The cups really speak about our emotions. It's how we feel deeply on the inside. Cups also provide us with the ability to be able to feed our dreams or our illusions. How you perceive them, how you feel about certain things, the choices that you ultimately end up making make those illusions or those dreams become a reality. I find it very interesting, Gemini, that you wanted this dream life so badly that I feel that you rushed into it too quickly, and now it's starting to sort of crumble. It's starting to fade away. You're starting to realize that this isn't what I signed up for. This isn't what I wanted. And the truth is that you have to figure out what it is that you ultimately want. You have to figure out what it is that you really desire. And I feel that when you do that, I feel that you're going to recognize that you sacrificed one illusion for another. I feel like you're wanting to be set free. Yeah, you're wanting to be set free here. But I don't feel that, it's almost like you don't feel that you're strong enough to do this, to admit that you made a bad choice, that you chose the wrong path, the wrong step. I feel like you're not willing to face that, because if you have to face that, then you have to admit to yourself here, Gemini, that you have to actually admit how you truly feel about yourself. And I don't think you want to do that. And I want to point out here, Gemini, that whatever you are facing at this time, the illusion is slowly going to chip away, that you are going to start seeing the truth. And I think you needed this experience, Gemini, to truly understand who you are. And I think you needed this so that you could truly become awakened to understanding what it is that needs to just sort of be let go of. The death card here really speaks about a death and a rebirth, right? So what that means is that you have to let something go. You have to let something die in order for something new to be born in its place. You have the death card here underneath the 9 of Swords here, Gemini, which means that the one thing that you have to let go of is your fears. You have to let go of the illusions, right? The illusion that the choice that you made is fixing the problem, because it's not. This is what you're needing to let go of. The death card is really about understanding that whatever you put, whatever you change, whatever you cut off, literally cut off, you can't go back. You can't fix it, right? Remember I said that the swords is a double-edged sword. You can use it to harm, or you can use it for truth, or for victory, or for protection, right? I feel that whatever choice you made here, Gemini, you used it to harm, and you can't go back from that. Like that is dead, done, and over with, right? So now you have to face the reality. You have to face the truth, and you have to learn to be confident that, you know what, you have to own it. You have to own the action that you took, and recognize that the only thing that you can do from this point going forward is to truly be comfortable in who you are, right? Not what other people think of you, but how you think of you. This is the important message here. The 7 of Cups here really speaks about the confusion that we often feel when we're given multiple choices to choose from, right? And you chose that one path that had the most horrific outcome imaginable for yourself. But now you can't go back and change it. You can't change the past. What's done is done. You have to accept what is and just keep moving forward. I feel that overall here, Gemini, what you really need to know this month is that you have to learn to identify the difference between a dream and an illusion. That's the only way that you're going to be able to make the appropriate choices going forward. I feel a lot of times we become so overzealous in, you know, having multiple opportunities, and we see something that looks like it's going to match with us, or that it's going to make us happy, or that it's going to change our circumstances. And when we make abrupt decisions, when we're not truly connected to our authenticity and to who we are, we end up creating an even bigger mess for ourselves. So, Gemini, your message this month is really about listening to your heart. It's really about being comfortable in your own skin, being confident in who you are, accepting the circumstances that you're in, recognizing that you can't change it. It is what it is. And you have to accept that. But what happens now is based off of your choices. You can either choose to mend what can be mended, or you can choose to just turn your back to it and continue to live in this imaginary world that everything's okay, when in reality it isn't. So Gemini, this is your message. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.